All right, welcome everyone to this mindfulness practice. I haven't done a mindfulness group or practice in a number of months or a couple of months, so I'm super excited to lead you all through this today. Mindfulness is one of my favorite things. It is such a connecting and regulating practice. It's just a really good skill to have, and it's not something that comes easy necessarily. So, having someone lead you through a mindfulness practice over a period of time, it's something that then you can begin to kind of implement into your everyday life, whether you're at work, at home with your family or kids, at school, wherever you are, in stressful situations, you can start practicing the mindfulness on your own. And it really brings a lot of calm and regulation to your body and helps you just live in the present moment. So, if you are going to be using essential oils, which I know some of you are, I want to invite you. I love using frankincense, lavender, stress away, valor, any single or mixture of those. But whatever you have that's calming for you, you can use. So, to begin the practice, you can put the oils on your body. But I love putting them on the bottom of my feet, maybe even on my neck and wrists. And then, kind of in the middle of the practice, we'll do a little bit of breathing with them. So, have your bottle of oils near you if you're using oils. So, you can maybe grab another drop or two when it's time to kind of inhale them throughout our practice. So, um, for your posture this evening, I want to invite you just to pause and just to kind of notice what would be honoring to your body. And maybe it's in a simple seated, like I am on the floor. Maybe it's laying on the bed. Maybe it's legs up the wall, or maybe it's just laying in savasana on the ground with a pillow under your knees. So, whatever works for you, I want to invite you to take that posture now and just begin to kind of settle in to the moment in your body onto the surface that's supporting you. So just begin to notice how your body is connecting with the surface that's supporting you. Mindfulness is paying attention on purpose to the present moment without judgment. So, noticing what you're experiencing externally and internally, and holding space for all of it, not trying to change or resist anything about your experience. And then anything that you are noticing, um, coming to that with kindness and gentleness and grace and curiosity. So often we can try and resist or judge ourselves for things that we're experiencing. And this is the opposite. We just allow ourselves to experience whatever it is that we're experiencing, and we're just holding space for it, letting it be there, and then being kind to it. So, as we enter into our practice, I am going to offer just those reminders um, throughout our practice to just be present with everything that you're noticing. So we're going to just begin as you're there, settling into your posture, just letting your breath flow easy, to just take a look around at your environment. Notice what you see in color and shapes. Just notice what this present moment looks like. And then maybe your gaze, you draw your attention onto one particular thing and you keep that your gaze. Or maybe you close your eyes. And then I invite you to notice what you hear. Notice any sounds externally in the room or outside the room that you're in. And just notice the sounds of this present moment. Maybe begin to notice any internal sounds, your breath, a gurgly belly. And then begin to notice any smells in the room. Notice any tastes or textures in your mouth. Maybe you swallow. Maybe you rub your tongue against the back of your teeth. And just very slowly, just kind of notice what you notice. And begin to notice the temperature of your body. Notice the parts of you that maybe feel cool, the parts of you that feel warm. Maybe notice textures in your fingertips. So maybe that's the ground or the mat or your pant leg. And then slowly bring all five of your senses together. Just noticing the five senses of this present moment, the light and dark of what you see, the sounds, the smells, the tastes, the textures, and just let your five senses just draw you into this present moment, giving yourself permission to just fully be here and now, letting the day, the past, melt away, the future melt away, and just allowing yourself to be right where you're at. And then begin to notice your physical sensations in your body. It could be tension, it could be pain, it could be soreness, it could be a numbing, it could be a lack of sensation. So I'm just going to quickly call out general parts of your body, and I want you just to observe, to notice, and to let to make space for however it is and whatever it is that you're noticing. So, beginning with your forehead and your brow, noticing what you notice here in the physical sensation. Your cheekbones, your jaw, your neck and shoulders, your heart space, the front and the back by your shoulder blades, Your left arm from the top all the way to the bottom towards your fingertips. Your right arm, top all the way down to your fingertips. Noticing your torso, the front, the sides, the back. Notice how it moves and any sensations you have while you breathe. Your low back and belly. Your left and right hip. Your left leg from the top all the way down to the ends of your toes. And your right leg from the top all the way down to the ends of your toes. And then noticing your whole body, just bringing everything together, holding space and just observing everything that you noticed, offering kindness and being curious about the things that you noticed that maybe you didn't like or don't understand. And just letting everything be just as it is. Next, I want to invite you to notice where maybe you are feeling any emotion. And now, when I'm saying notice emotion, I mean notice the physical sensation of emotion. I want to invite you to spend less mental energy thinking and more focusing on curiosity around where the emotion is felt in the body and how it feels. You may or may not be able to name what emotion it is, but I want to invite you to have less thinking mental energy and more noticing on sensation and where you're holding it in your body. So it could be a heaviness in your heart space. It could be a swirling in your belly. These are just suggestions. They may or may not feel like that, but just hold space to notice any sensation of emotion in your body. Next, I want to invite you to notice your mind and your thoughts. Just notice how it feels. Again, sensation. Does it feel heavy or light? Does it feel like your mind is rushing or is it slow? Does it feel foggy or clear? We're not, we're having less mental energy thinking about what we're experiencing and we're just noticing the sensation of our mind. And as thoughts come in, we allow them to come in, but we also allow them just to float on by like clouds. Next, I want to invite you to notice your spirit. Where are you noticing the presence of God or the presence of your higher power. Again, we're holding space, we're being present with what we notice and what we don't notice. We're not judging our experience. We're just letting it be, offering kindness and curiosity to ourselves. Next, I want to invite you just to notice your breath. Notice how it feels in your body. No judgment. I'm just observing. And for those of you that are using oils, you can take a drop of oil onto your hand, rubbing your hands together. And then everyone, whenever you're ready, you can draw your breath in through your nose and just slow it down a little bit, just drawing it in a little longer and slower and deeper and wider. Anyone using oils can tent their hands over their nose to draw in the aroma. We're sending it in. We're not forcing it, but we're just gently inviting that breath in a little bit lower towards the bottom of the ribs, feeling them expand out like an umbrella on all sides. And a nice slow exhale. Just finding your rhythm of breath. Noticing the aroma as you inhale. Noticing the sound of your breath with every inhale and exhale. Noticing how your body, your torso expands and contracts as you inhale and exhale. Letting your breath and your five senses again just anchor you in this moment. And with every inhale, just drawing in that breath a little bit longer and wider and deeper. Drawing in that oxygen and exhaling that carbon dioxide. Just releasing those toxins. Inhaling that life, that breath of life, the oxygen, things that you need in this moment. And then exhale, maybe even releasing a little tension, softening any tight or tense muscles. And again, just drawing in that breath. Maybe you exhale through your mouth, maybe you exhale through your nose. Just having a nice little belly breath here. Again, just noticing your present moment experience as you continue to breathe, drawing that breath in a little longer, slower, and deeper. And as you exhale and as you release and soften, just drawing in gentleness and kindness towards yourself. Letting the surface that's supporting you just fully support you. Letting everything just fall away, letting everything just be there. Drawing in that breath, drawing in that kindness and gentleness for yourself. Exhaling the toxins, exhaling the tension. Exhaling those things you don't have control over. Drawing in gentleness and kindness for yourself. Maybe letting yourself feel a little heavier. Letting your breath anchor you with the sound and the smell and the movement of your body. Holding space for everything that you're noticing. Letting everything externally and internally just be a part of your present moment experience. Just giving yourself permission to observe and to notice, just to be exactly where you're at. Holding space for all parts of you, your mind and thought and body, emotion and spirit and breath. Beginning again to notice your body, the sensations, the movement of your chest cavity and your torso and your ribs. Noticing the parts of you that have shifted in this practice, in your mind, in your emotions, in your body. Noticing the presence of peace and love in your spirit. Again, beginning to notice the parts of your body that feel cool and warm. Noticing any tastes and textures in your mouth. Noticing any smells. Noticing the sounds internally and externally. And then maybe blinking your eyes open, looking around the room that you're in, at the textures, the colors, the shapes, noticing the sounds of this present, not the sounds, the sights of this present moment. And then just bringing it all together, noticing how you feel after this practice, taking a few deep breaths in and out. And whatever posture that you're in, bringing your hands over your heart, just feeling the weight and the temperature, your hands on your chest, and just offering yourself kindness, gentleness to whatever parts of you that need kindness, whatever parts that you notice that needed a little bit of gentleness, maybe even the parts that needed curiosity, just to be curious. I want to thank you for joining me for this mindfulness practice this evening. Monday at 8 p.m., I'm going to be starting a 3-week mindfulness group. So, would love for you to join me. You can find more details on my website at newlife.yoga. You can sign up for that there as well. And if you have any questions whatsoever about this upcoming mindfulness group, or if you just have questions about mindfulness and the benefits of a mindfulness practice, um, please feel free to reach out to me. My email, if you don't have it, is on the website as well. So I hope each of you have a beautiful evening and a fantastic night's sleep.